Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eric here. I got a short video for you guys today. So, I am in the Rivals Team League, RTL, and I'm going to show you my match today against a player named GreatSlate, who is a really good player, and I want to give a shout out to him to say thank you for the match. I came out on top, but regardless, this is not a video to whatever. It's just a match that I wanted to show. It's not to highlight his poor play because he played really well and he is a very good player. It's just to highlight my thoughts behind the match. I did put quite a bit of thought into this match and I had a good result. So I just wanted to share it. But again, shout out to GreatSlate. Thanks for the match. Really good match played. All right, so RTL is a best of 5 format. It lasts for like a whole season, so it's not like a single day tournament. You have teams. There's 7 players on my team with a maximum of 8 possible players. Some teams only have 4 players, and only there's 4 sets of best of 5 per week. And if you're tied after 4 sets, you go into a tiebreaker set. So you could have 4 players play. So if you have 4 people on your team, someone that's already played will have to play in the ace set. So our team captain is a player named Pontiki. Most of you that watch Rivals or play Rivals know who that is. Very good, wily player. So he plays most of our ace sets. That's just kind of the way he does it. He doesn't really play in the regular sets. He manages everything and, puts players in where he feels like they would have good matchups and has been doing a great job so far. So I have 3 replays for you. I should have done this live, but since I only record videos on my phone and setting up these matches, you have to go back and forth between this and Discord. It's kind of difficult on my phone, and seeing how I'm not like a super good content creator, I just do like bootleg stuff like this on my phone. So I'm just going to show you the replays from my perspective, and I'm going to talk about my thought process going in and throughout the match. So when I did my initial research on GreatSlate, really it's not like spying on the other player, but like I feel like everyone should do it. You do your research on who you're playing, what decks they play, so on and so forth. And so after looking at some of his decks he plays, I had a really strong feeling that he would play a GDI deck to start, and he would play Razorback. So one of my go-to decks is Artillery, and in his deck he plays Slingshot and Razorback. So Artillery is not really that good against Slingshot, seeing how you have to fight a Slingshot with Scavengers and wait for Artillery. So I went ahead and put Bikes in my deck, which isn't my normal. So here we go. Let's get it started. So I'll be showing you from my perspective. So right away, I notice he's playing Strong Arm. So I'm feeling good that he's going to play the deck I expected him to. So I open up Militants, see the dogs, get my Harv. No point in running these Militants away. They would just get gunned down by the dogs. So I just try to put in some damage to his rifles. I see an MG right there. So I know he's going no Harv so far. So I go ahead and I need to kill these rifles. I know if I try to kill the MG right here, he would just block with the rifles, so it's kind of futile. I already know I need a Venom, so I'm happy just to wait on my Venom. All right. I see a Pitbull, no problem. My Venom will actually kill the MG before his Pitbull can kill my Venom. So I go ahead and knock out the MG. I know I'm going to lose this missile. I won't be able to get onto it. So I go ahead and start pressuring the dogs and killing the MG with my militants. Bring up another set of militants. Hopefully I can finish off the MG, which I think I do. Nope, just almost. But I'll bring up another Venom. Alright, so I lost the first missile. I know he's no Harv, so all I have to do is stall this till artillery, and then it's like an auto win. So I get out pikes, and I'm just trying to stall and get artillery. So I know he doesn't have another MG. Well, there it comes. I really don't like that the missile is charging, but what can you do? I need to clear this MG. All right, there's the slingshot. That's really not good, but I have artillery now. So it was pretty sweaty, but luckily I was just in time. Now the game's pretty much over. I don't really need to rush here. At this point, once I got my artillery out and got back on the pad, I was like pretty calm and composed at this point because I know I've won. Not to sound cocky, but it's just the way it works. For him to have a chance, which he had a really good chance in this game, he missed it by just a little bit. Just a couple seconds, and he would have had the game. But luckily I got my artillery out just in the nick of time. Now it's just a matter of telling my artillery to kill everything. It's pretty over at this point. All right. Really not much he can do, and he goes ahead and surrenders. It's a really close game. He almost had it, so good game. All right. So, based on my research, I knew his ladder deck for Nod is Flame Tank Rockworm. So in this format, the loser picks the map. So when he picked Rorschach, I had a very, very strong feeling that he was going to play Rockworm. I mean, why wouldn't he? I just showed him artillery, so Rockworm is like a hard counter to artillery. I personally would not have chosen Rorschach for that, but he did, and I know a really good strategy, so I get to pick my deck after he picks the map. So when he picked Rorschach, I knew he would play Rockworm, and I knew this strategy, so I went ahead and stuck with artillery, but I put laser drones back in my deck. So here we go. So I open militants, make sure I'm not getting rushed. I see his harvester, go ahead and build a harvester of my own, and then see wheels. So I back up here. I'm going to go ahead and build scavengers. So I build him there. He brings out second wheels, but I don't want to walk into a double team. So right here, I mismicroed. I tried to switch my units around, but I didn't. Walked into a double team and then did the worst thing possible. I started walking back and see my scavengers just get melted. So that was a really bad, really poor play by me right there. All right, now I got laser drones out, which will just make short work of these wheels. And the wheels don't kill militants that fast, so you can actually do pretty good work to the scavengers. So I get another set of militants, and then I start kind of microing and pressuring them from all sides. I should have pushed my militants up right there, but I didn't, but oh well. So I take down the wheels, which he's just making tons of money from. All right. So double scavengers or double militants actually do a lot of work to wheels. So he brings out Flame Tank, which just melts everything. So I bring out a Venom, and he has a Phantom out. But it's all right. I've stalled this missile for quite a while. I'm not doing too bad, but that Flame Tank is definitely a problem. Just melts my scavengers there. I got my artillery out, and I'm already expecting Rockworm. So I'm trying to stall the missile. but he just gets it. I see the rockworm coming right there. I don't know why he popped it up right there, but whatever. So he loses his phantom, which is really good for me, really bad for him, because I still have laser drones out on the field. So now I start moving my artillery. Now look where I'm putting my artillery. I want his rockworm to come up. Now I micro my artillery. Get it into position. He tries to chase it with the rockworm, but I air block with drones. Now he has to move his phantom in to try to kill him. I take that down with scavengers. He builds a second rockworm, which he should have built a phantom. Now look where my artillery is. His rockworm can't get to it. Now he needs another phantom. That's why I go ahead and build one. I'm not too worried about the rockworms now because I have my artillery in position. Some air blocking with the phantom and with drones. My artillery is doing work. There's really nothing he can do. So at this point, I know he's going to try to base me, try to kill my base. And I'm only worried about the flame tank. That's why I'm just sacrificing the laser drones doing chip damage on it, because I want the flame tank as weak as I can get it. I see he built a phantom. Now he boosts his phantom here, which is a misplay because my phantom one-shots it. All right, take down the flame tank. Thankfully, I had damaged it quite a bit because it takes like 3 shots from an artillery now. But that chip damage I did to it with the laser drones allowed my artillery to one-shot it. So now I know he's not going to kill my base with the rockworm. The rockworm does terrible base damage, so I just focus on the missile. Get it? And there we go. Okay, now he picks the next map he picks is open water. So I'm not going to play artillery there. All right. That you can't protect artillery against rockworm on open water. There's ways to win, like depending on who you're playing. You can always win with, like, I beat Borkas all the time with our artillery decks. It really just depends on your opponent and if they play it right. A really good opponent will beat you with a hard counter every time. So that's why I decided to go ahead and switch it up and play GDI. I'm playing Air Mammoth, which is a really good counter to his Rockworm deck, which since he's stuck with Nod, I'm like almost positive he's playing. Okay, he opens wheels. I go ahead and get missiles out. I see a second set of wheels there at the top, so I want to avoid a double team, which I do slightly, and go ahead and get a second missile. So this is a misplay. He should have just continued to pressure my missiles, but he doesn't. All right, so now he has scavengers, which don't kill my missiles. So I know I'm safe, so I go ahead and build my second harvester. He doesn't know I have it because he backed up and lost vision. So the missile is stalled. This is like perfect. The missile is stalled, and he's one-on-one wheels against my missiles. I go ahead and bring up militants, and he starts microing around. He's getting good value out of his wheels because he gets 10 back every time I kill him. So I push up that one missile squad to avoid a 2-on-1, and then he pushes back in. So I finally ran out of missile troopers, so I bring up a Mohawk, and I still have 3 militants from that squad alive, which I'm going to pressure his remaining scavengers with. So a Phantom doesn't one-shot a Mohawk. So I go ahead and bring up missiles. Now I block instead of going after the Phantom, and since he bypassed my militants, which are still alive, I easily take the missile. Now he's in a lot of trouble. He only has 1 harvester. He just built a flame tank, and I have a mammoth on the board. So right now, the game's pretty much over. There's nothing he can bring out that beats me, unless he steals a missile or bases me. So I don't want to get based by a flame tank, so I prioritize that, and I go ahead and kill that before I move on to his harvester. Kind of just keep the missile stalled. See how I'm stalling it there? He doesn't move his Phantom away. But now I have total map control, basically pushing him off the map. Gonna get his harvester here, bring out my missiles, see a rockworm. So he's playing the same deck. So now it's too easy. The game's over at this point. I have enough money for another mammoth tank. I just don't have pop cap. So I kill his rockworm. He tries to get on the pad, and then he knows it's over. So there we go. Again, shout out to GreatSlate. Good match. I came in on top. Pretty happy with the result. Thought I'd bring this to you guys. So thanks a lot for watching. Again, that format I was talking about is called RTL. It's a lot of fun. It's much more engaging than like a single day tournament. And the team aspect is kind of nice. So there we go. That'll be all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. And I will catch you next time. Later.